Hey, it's Dean. Welcome to my second vlog. Today is one of those days where you have to work when you don't want to. Today I have to take out this truck chest. I guess that's what you want to call it, the truck toolbox. I bought the truck used from a friend, and his dad used it in his agricultural business. I don't have enough tools for that. What I ended up doing was going inside the house looking for the correct bit to put to my drill so I can make it easier to come out. With the power of the internet, I managed to save you the 20 minutes it took me to find those 5 bits. My friend's dad ended up putting Tapcons into the truck, so the chest would be secured to the bed. It just made it a pain in the butt. Out here, I'm taking out winches, I'm taking out hazard lights, things that I'll never use. Some things that you didn't note because my camera didn't record. I ended up cleaning out the bed of the truck and with water, essentially making a puddle on my driveway. As you can see there, I don't have the very best water drainage, so it does tend to puddle in that area. The only way that I've been able to mitigate some of the water is if I unfortunately push some of the water and mud into the further parts of the grass, essentially. It's extremely annoying. I wish we had a drain, or maybe I'll fill it up with concrete, some sand. If you have any know what to do, just let me know. I mean, I'm more than happy to take any opinions or recommendations to heart. After that, I noticed that the bottom of the truck was a little bit rusted. I had bought some black spray paint for another part of the truck, and I just decided to go ahead and do it now. So here I took advantage and did one side, and then I just jumped to the second side. Since this is an old truck, it's a 2005, I'm not going to prep it up. I'm not going to tape off the sides. In this case, if it gets on the actual step to get into the truck, who cares? No one's ever going to see it but me. And if someone does see it and they don't like it, they're more than welcome to buy me a new truck. But as far as it goes, it's a beater. I essentially bought it just to move dirt and move grass into the house. As you can see here, on the shortest side of the concrete, it's essentially a salad. It's a buffet, a bunch of different types of grass. It's essentially just a weed buffet. What they had quoted me to replace all the grass and bring it in was something like $75 a pallet to bring in the grass, and about $200 for the actual grass. Like, no thanks. After I did that part, I noticed that there was I had already known, but there was rust in the front of the truck. And like I said, it is a beater. I do not care how it looks in terms of like if it's a little rigged. So I just ended up masking off the chrome and the front lights. I didn't want them to be to look a little bit worse with overspray. So I took a little bit of time. I made sure I masked it off. You don't want any overspray on the lights themselves. You can't really use them at night, even though I don't go out at night on the truck. I don't trust it that much, but a little bit extra time goes a long way. So I don't have to replace it. Couple coats, boom boom, call it a day, and then we're done with that part. I ended up going to my friend Alex's house. He needed the truck to bring in some dirt. He lives in the more secluded part of West Palm. He's out in Loxahatchee. As you can see here, he has some chickens. And these chickens are amazing. They have little boots on them. They look like little fancy guys. They came prepared to the party wearing some pants. He did tell me though that he has to cage them before he would have them roaming free. At this point, he only has one roaming free in the afternoon. Apparently, he has a predator problem, so the hawks and raccoons, and apparently there's foxes out there. They've unfortunately taken 4 of his chickens out, so now he's only getting one egg a day. And in the paddock, this used to be nothing but dirt. He overseeded it for his goats. I think the end goal is to at one point or another, get some horses in here. He wants to get some form of revenue out of the land that he has. Since he owns that lot and the adjacent lot, he thinks that if he puts some extra stables in there or something that he can rent out to people with horses. I'm pretty sure I haven't mentioned this, but the area where we're at is pretty high for equestrian. They like riding horses, polo. So I mean, it's an area where its predominant sport is something to do with horses. On his little soon-to-be farm, he has a pair of sheep, and one of them has a great way of calling out. It sounds like he's burping like at a really high level, and I don't know if it's because of pain or what it is, but this guy would not shut up. It's the guy on the right with the black face. As you can see here, his horns are actually growing into his head. He has to shave them back a little bit, but it just looks like it keeps going back into his head. It doesn't look pleasing at all. He's not sure if it's like a defect or it is what it is, but he has to definitely shave them back. And I don't know, is there a way to like guide them if you want them to go up, kind of like you would with like a dog's ear? I'm not sure, but hopefully there is, because he was thinking about just killing it because it's just obviously the horns are going to his head. I mean, obviously eat the meat or whatever, but essentially he wants a different one. And Alex is always pretty much doing projects himself. Here he's trying to make somewhat of a trough for his sheep. He's gonna have this weird contraption here, put like something in the middle so the actual animals themselves can come up, eat, and then essentially he doesn't have to worry about, I think it's eating and drinking. It's essentially just put it up and walk away.